Hi everyone. So today we're going to talk about monsoons. So before we talk about monsoons, let's refresh ourselves on what specific heat is. Specific heat is the amount of energy needed for a substance to change temperature. So s- say objects with higher specific heat will warm up much slower because you need more energy to warm it up, and objects with smaller specific heat will warm up much faster because you need less energy to heat it up. So remember, water has a specific heat of 4,184 joules per kilogram, and sand has or land has a specific heat of around 64 joules per kilogram. Water needs way more energy to change temperature than sand or land, and this is why land actually heats up way quicker and also cools down much quicker than water does. And remember, we also talked about land and sea breeze, right? So in the daytime, the land heats up faster. So warm air has low pressure, so it's and low density, so it rises. And in daytime, the water heats up much slower, so it's cooler. And cool air has high pressure and high density, so it sinks. And this creates a convection current. And remember, near the surface, the wind will move from high to low pressure, right? And that's why we have on what's called a sea breeze because the winds will move from the sea to the land. And we also talked about nighttime. At nighttime, there's no sun. The land will cool down much faster. Cool air has high pressure and high density, so it sinks. And the ocean here will cool down much slower, so it's warmer than the land now. And warm air will have low pressure and low density, so it will rise. This will cause a convection current, like so. Now we have high pressure near the land because the land is cooler, and low pressure near the water, so the water because the water is warmer. And remember, winds move from high to low pressure. This is why we call this a land breeze because the breeze will move from the land towards the sea. So, what's a monsoon? A monsoon is a seasonal wind that brings heavy rain to a region, and this typically happens in tropical countries such as India and other countries in Southeast Asia. It creates heavy floods just like this. It's very common in places like India to have giant floods during monsoon, and it's a whole season. It happens seasonally. So we're going to talk about why this happens. So we've talked about this, right? Where during the nighttime when the land cools down faster, so it has high pressure, and the water cools down slower, so it has low pressure. The same thing happens to places like India and Southeast Asia. In the wintertime, when it's much cooler, the land will actually cool down much faster, so it has high pressure, and the water or the Indian Ocean here will cool down much slower, so it has low pressure. It's still warmer, right? I remember air will move from high to low pressure. So since all the air is moving from the land, India, to the Indian Ocean, it's pretty dry around this time. Not much water is there. All the wind's moving away from the land, right? So during the winter time in India and other parts of Southeast Asia, land has high pressure and clear skies. It's really nice out. And wind moves from the land to the ocean because the ocean has low pressure in this case. But in the summertime, remember the land will heat up faster and it will have low pressure, and the water will heat up slower, so it will have high pressure and it will be cooler. So it will be the opposite. In the summertime, the land will be warmer, so it has low pressure. The ocean will be cooler, so it will have high pressure. And this time, the wind is still moving from high to low pressure. But remember, this is the ocean, right? The winds will take moisture from the ocean and bring it all the way to the land in India, and this is exactly how monsoons form. Remember, in low pressure areas, the air rises. And when the air rises, it's really easy to form clouds and rain and storms. And that's why seasonally, India has summer monsoons. This happens in the summer because air is moving from the ocean towards the land, which has low pressure. And they have lots of flooding, lots of rain. Winds move away from the ocean and towards the land that has low pressure. So let's try number 9. Pause this video and give it a try. Try 9 and 10 and then check this video. Base your answers to the following question on the maps below and on your knowledge of earth science. The maps show a portion of India and Southeast Asia bordering on the Indian Ocean during the winter and summer monsoon seasons. Large areas of high and low pressure areas are shown during each season. So we have winter monsoon here, we have summer monsoon here. Remember, monsoon is just seasonal winds, right? The winds are changing depending on the season. So heavy monsoon rains affecting India and Southeast Asia occur during when? The correct answer is C. Summer, when winds blow from the ocean. In the summertime, when the ocean has high pressure and the land has low pressure because it's warmer, the winds will blow from the ocean to the land, India, and it will bring lots of moisture and lots of rain when the low pressure air rises. So that's why we get very heavy monsoon rains in the summer when wind blows from the ocean. Try number 10, pause this video. Which map shows the most likely location and direction of the monsoon winds and regional atmospheric pressure occurring in Southeast Asia in July? The correct answer is A. It's July. It's summertime, right? So that means in the summertime, the land will be warmer and the ocean will be cooler. The land will be warmer, so it has low pressure, and the ocean will be cooler, so it will have high pressure. Winds will move from high to low pressure, or in other words, from the ocean towards the land, and it will bring moisture with it, causing lots of rain. So, which map shows the most likely direction of the monsoon during July? A. And that's it for this video. Thank you.